She was second in OSA 5A cross country. Runs everything for Summit from the 800 to the 3 plus relays. She PR'd at the OSA championships last year in the 15 and the 3000. Anna Callahan from Skyline, along with her teammate Rebecca O'Keefe. We talked about them. Callahan, number 9 at NXN. She's the Washington 4A cross-country champ. 446.94. She's gone 445.29 for 1600. And was the King Co champion at 800 last year. O'Keefe, third in WIA cross-country. 448.24 her seed time. She's got a 210.800. So bring some speed. Ran 446.72 at Arcadia. She was fourth in the 1600 for the WIA last spring and fourth in the 32. Lauren Ayers from Tualatin brings some speed. Ran 5:01 mile at the relays last week. She was fifth in OSA 800 and fourth in the 1500 last year. She's sub 1 minute at 400. So if we get to a speed, we've got some quick people at the end here. Emma Bennett's another one from Jesuit. 19th OSA cross country, 2:12 in the 800 at the Oregon relays. She was second in the OSA 800 last year. Anna Peters from Lake Oswego, the OSA 6A cross country champ, has a 10:57 3200, a 10:15 3000. That was at the relays last week. She was eighth in the OSA 1500. Ella Forsett from Summit, you see her in everything, cross country and track. Fourth in OSA 6A cross country. She had a 2-mile PR at the Oregon relays, 10:44.95. Maura O'Scanlan from Jesuit, third OSA 6A cross country. She's a 4x4 relay participant. Ran a 10:15 3000 at the Oregon relays, was fifth in the OSA championships at 3000 last year. Isabella Alvarado from Eisenhower and Yakima, great range, 400 to the 1600. She was third at the WIA championships in the 800 and the 1600, 15th in the cross country championships. And then the small wonder from Seton Catholic in Vancouver, Alexis Leone. She's the WIA 1A cross-country champ, but she has PR'd this year in the 800, the 16, and the 32. She's the junior Olympic national champion, so that's all levels, at the 1500 and the 3000. Now that's just the fast 10 in our group. It is an outstanding group. Who else is in this race? Ella McGillis of Central Catholic, Eva Novi Hildsley of Lincoln, Lindsay Siebert of Crater, Josie Fail of Ida B. Wells, Haley Blaine of West Albany, Avery Meyer of West Salem, Sarah Sanders from Tahoma, Emily Wisniewski of Crescent Valley, and Brighton Haywood of Rocky Mountain. Sanders was on that Tahoma relay team that had a first place earlier.
458.10 in the 1600. A senior from Tahoma. She's headed to Eastern Washington next year. Sarah Sanders. 27th place finisher in the 2022 Nike Cross Nationals, personal best of 443.50 for the 1500. A sophomore.
The mile record, Rowe from Lake Stevens in 2017, 445.97.
I think that record is in play tonight for sure, especially with Callahan and Emma Bennett. I think that those are the two that we're going to see near the end of this race fighting it out for the win. Callahan, big talent. Up in Washington, kind of has a little bit of a reminiscence of Alexa Ifremson. You know, there's something about her that's similar. And then Emma Bennett from Jesuit is also another big talent. Emma Bennett is the daughter of Chris Bennett, the senior director of Nike Global Running, and has been steeped in this sport since the day she could breathe.
Last week at the Oregon Relays, Ruby Broadbent came down from Vancouver, 447.71. Hey, between the miles here, we're going to have some bonus javelin coverage from earlier. Great battle there. Let's decide who is the fastest woman in the Northwest at a mile. Here we go. It's real simple. 4 times around. the old school mile. By the way, there will be 1,500 and 1,600 splits available.
As the mile kicks off, a quick PB tally for everyone. We are currently standing at 327 lifetime personal bests.
And a big pack early, but a fast pack. Nobody wants to get left behind early.
I'm not going to put the pressure on the runners.
The list of winners over the years at this event in the girls' mile, people like Amy Eloise Neal, Alexa Ephraimson, Ella Donahue. The best of the best have come through Jesuit for these miles, and we're going to see that again right now.
Looks like O'Keefe from Skyline taking the lead early. In fact, both Skyline runners. Strong pace. We're going to open with a 70 low. 73 for O'Keefe, 73 for Callahan. So it's Skyline 1-2. Wisniewski in there from Crescent Valley. The tradition of Leanne Peters. Maybe that's going back a little too far. And Skyline runners will set the pace. Again, these are good cross-country runners, kind of native to the 15 and 16, although O'Keefe's pretty good in the 800. So maybe O'Keefe has a little more pop at the end. We're going to find out. But a lot of people in striking range just biding their time. And again, when you think about kick, think about Bennett, think about Leone and Alvarado. And there's Emma Bennett and the neon right in the middle of it. 2 to go at 2:28. So 4:56 pace.
I think it's going to have to wind up a bit. 4:56 pace. I'm not sure anyone's going to be super thrilled with that, especially Anna Callahan, who would expect to be in the 440s. So let's see if this begins to wind up, and the drive for the finish could start here pretty soon.
And it looks like Wisniewski making the move now in the third spot. And that is Oscanium for Jesuit. I was expecting Bennett. So where is Bennett? Is there a second Jesuit color out there?
I don't see Bennett out there.
No, I think it's just
more
Scanlon, yeah. Boy, Wisniewski really pressuring on the inside, and they've kind of left the door open for her. Now they cut her off. It's the Skyline runners, 1 and 2 as we come to the bell. Wisniewski in third. Here's the bell at 3:41.
That's definitely gotten a little faster, and so can they close in 61 or 62? Then that would put them right in about 4:46, 4:47 pace.
Ever meet record 4:45.97. And it's still Spartans, 1 and 2. Wisniewski now working really hard in third and not making up ground.
It's a tremendous trio when you consider these two are training partners, and Sydney Collier just won the 3200. Very good trio at that school.
Pride of the Plateau. Eastlake will have something to differ since they're just down the street, as is Eastside Catholic. But here they are. It is going to be 1-2 for Skyline. Let's watch the times. Who's it going to be? Callahan and O'Keefe. And they are going to be dead even at the end.
Wow.
They finished together. 4:49. Let's get the official mark. 4:48.44.
3/100 separating Callahan from O'Keefe, as O'Keefe closed down and just couldn't get quite past Callahan's shoulder. before the finish line.
PR for Callahan, and now the 13th best U.S. time this year.
And Callahan from Skyline, the winner of that race.
Wisniewski is third with a PR, 4:52.94. Ella Thorstedt got up for fourth, 4:53.91. And Lauren Ayers of Tualatin fifth, 4:54.11.
So 2:28, 2:20, closing in the second half in 2:20. Although, to be fair, the first half of that, we're not adding sometimes on that extra part that goes onto the mile from
Yes.
the 1600. So that first half sometimes does look a little bit slower than it really is.
All right, while we get ready to bring out the boys milers, let's go back and take a look at the girls javelin. Talked about that great battle with Hughes and Hollins. The second round, Hughes threw her season best 1:35.04 from Willamina. She will dominate her class.